All right, I got another treat for you over here. All the way from Southern Oregon. The next few comics you're going to see is a crew from there. So I want you to clap your hands together. Give it up for Tylor Jones! Tylor Jones!
It's okay, the next, like me and the next comic have the same last name, so there's like a 25% chance for him to get it completely right. Sorry. I'm from Eugene, I just moved to Portland, I'm excited to be here, my calendar is very open. Man, goddamn, I'm having a good hair day. Don't worry, that isn't arrogance, it's just all that I have. Yeah. I'm not conventionally attractive. I know that because I went to elementary school. There's nobody more honest than the biggest third grader being abused at home. Yeah. They say if you're funny, it makes you more attractive. But if you're ugly enough, it doesn't. Yeah. You gotta admit, though, I'm like the hottest ugly guy you've ever seen. It's way better than being the ugliest hot guy, because he's not even really ugly, he's just short. That one's called a joke for the straights. We have very rigid rules. I'm 6 feet tall, but I'm very emotionally stunted. Still better than being short. My last name is Jones, and I've always been poor, so the figure of speech keeping up with the Joneses was very confusing when I was a child. I'm like, I don't know what people are trying to keep up with, but there are a lot of empty beer cans in the kitchen. I can only assume it's the consumption of 211. If you even know what 211 is, your childhood wasn't sick. 211 is Old English for the trailer park. If you're a young, attractive woman with diabetes, does that mean you have to get a sugar-free daddy? All right, I made up for it, cool. I saw that Snoop Dogg has his own wine in the grocery store. I was very surprised to find out that it was a red. It's a smart-ass, gangster-ass joke right there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm an only child. And I was also bullied a lot as a kid. And I feel like when you're an only child, you kind of go one of two ways. You either create imaginary friends or you talk to yourself. I chose to talk to myself because I was afraid that if I created an imaginary friend, that it might also bully me. Thanks, Dad. My parents are barely functioning alcoholics, but I wasn't raised with religion, so I think that's a fair trade, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's, yeah. Yeah. Do you ever catch yourself acting like one of your parents and you find yourself disgusted? It sucks. The other day I did that while I was loading weed into an M&M's Minis tube. It was a very late 90s activity. Man, this is the fucking future. It's crazy. We're in the future. I know it's the future because the other day I saw a guy walking down the street with a mohawk, but he was also walking with a cane. I know it's the future because fuck is no longer the F word. It's 2024, guys. We're on the razor's edge of technology. We have things like drones, 3D printing, and virtual reality. But it's also amazing that the shape of the Earth has somehow weaseled its way back into the social discussion. As if this is the 1600s and Galileo has just been deemed a heretic by the Catholic Church. I can solve the flat Earth debate right now, and I don't need to use any science at all. If the Earth was flat, do you know how many white girls on backpacking trips would have taken selfies at the edge of the Earth by now? With some shitty Instagram quote like, "This might be the edge of the Earth, but it's the beginning of my journey." See how easy that shit is? You aren't deep. You have great ass and tits. That's why people press the like button. Nobody gives a fuck about your journey. I got ghosted for the first time a while back, and in retaliation, I ghosted my first woman, which was kind of cool. I ghosted a woman because she had a dead tooth. To be fair, she haunted me first. Cool. I love video games a lot. I'm a big gamer, obviously. I look like Jesus if he never left God's basement. Yeah. Don't worry, he's not going to kick me out. He didn't even have the courage to fuck my mom. Yeah, you didn't think the rocker was going to have the hard-hitting Christian material, did you? Yeah. I look like I own as many guitars as I do exotic snakes. Yeah, it's been really hard for me not to comment on all the instruments on the wall and talk about their quality and how much I would play them. All right. Taylor Swift is just the Roman Empire for women. All right, I got one more for you guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm a big gamer. I love video games a lot. It really bothers me when people say that video games cause violence, mostly because Hitler didn't even have Tetris. Thank you very much.
Talk the talk, raising the most ancient of art, separate place to a sword, serenades in the yards, place of
Tylor Jones, y'all, let him hear it. Oh my goodness.